All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle one of life's biggest, most universal questions, but we're going to look at it through the lens of karma and reincarnation. It's a way of trying to find some kind of order in what can honestly feel like a totally random and chaotic world. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You're just scrolling through your phone or looking at the world around you, and you just have to wonder, how is it that some people seem to be playing life on easy mode, while others can't seem to catch a single break? I mean, you see it everywhere. Some people are born with what seems like every possible advantage: money, health, opportunities just handed to them. And then you see others who are facing incredible hardship from their very first breath. And you just have to ask, where's the justice in that?
And it's a totally natural human reaction when you feel that sense of unfairness to start looking for someone or something to point the finger at, you know? We question our parents, our society, maybe even God, just trying to make sense of the hand we were dealt.
Well, this is where the whole concept of karma comes in. It offers a totally different perspective. It basically says that life isn't random at all. It actually operates on a fundamental, universal principle: cause and effect. What you sow, you reap. Simple as that. But here's the twist. This law of cause and effect isn't just for this one life. The idea of reincarnation suggests that our souls are on this long, long journey, and they carry a kind of complete record of everything, every action, every thought, from one lifetime to the next.
So here's the kicker. The really crucial idea is that our current situation, all the good stuff we're celebrating and all the tough stuff we're struggling with, all of it is basically the harvest from seeds that were planted a long, long time ago.
Let's just break that down a bit. Think of it like farming. Step 1, an action is taken in a past life. That's you planting a seed. Step 2, time passes, maybe even lifetimes pass, and that seed is just growing under the surface. And then, step 3, when the conditions are just right, that seed finally bears fruit. And that fruit, well, that's what we experience as our reality today.
Okay, so this is where things get really interesting, and it requires a pretty big shift in thinking. If our past actions are what determine our present, then who's actually in charge here? Who is the architect of our destiny? Is it some higher power pulling all the strings?
Well, according to this way of thinking, it's not some cosmic being micromanaging our lives like a puppet master. Nope. The idea is that God, or the universe, created these fundamental laws, kind of like gravity, and then we are the ones who live and operate within those laws.
The universe, in a way, just acts like a giant mirror. It reflects our own energy right back at us. All of our past actions and intentions create this personal blueprint, and we just naturally attract experiences that match that blueprint. So when you get down to it, we are the creators of our own destiny.
And listen, this is a huge idea. It's incredibly empowering, for sure, but it's also really challenging because it means the focus shifts completely. We can't blame anyone or anything else. The power and the responsibility is 100% on us.
So that brings us to the most important part, because how we choose to react to our current destiny, to our harvest, is exactly what plants the seeds for our future. The power isn't in the past. It's right here, in this moment. So we basically have 3 ways to respond. First, we can choose rejection, getting angry, blaming everyone. But all that does is plant more of the same negative seeds. Second, we can choose resignation, just giving up, feeling hopeless and sorry for ourselves, which keeps us totally stuck. Or we can choose the third path, acceptance. That means understanding and taking responsibility, and that's the only one that opens the door for real positive change. And let's be super clear about this. Acceptance is not the same as giving up. Resignation is giving up. It's passive. True acceptance is active. It's looking at your situation and saying, okay, this is the harvest. I acknowledge it. Now, what new seeds am I going to plant today? So this brings us to a really cool distinction. Your destiny, think of that as the harvest from your past. It's the stuff you're dealing with right now, and you have to accept it. But your fate, that's different. That's the potential future that you get to create starting this very moment. So how do we actually start planting a better future? Well, it all starts with dropping the blame game and taking full responsibility. From there, every single conscious choice we make, choosing to learn from our struggles, being kind on purpose, even helping others who are facing the same problems we are, every one of those is a new positive seed that's going to directly shape the harvest we get down the road. So in the end, this whole framework doesn't take your power away. It does the exact opposite. It puts 100% of the creative power for your future directly into your hands, right here and right now.
And that's really the question it leaves us with, isn't it? If we accept that our past wrote the chapter we're living today, then we have to accept that our actions right now are writing tomorrow's chapter. The pen is in your hand. So, what are you going to write?